Class 4A football game, Wagoner Bulldogs take down Clinton 42-13. This was another game that we thought that could get out of hand, and really Wagoner had their imprint early on this ball game as Wagoner goes a perfect 14-0 on the year. Clinton did a great job of getting there. They had the great win over Blanchard the week before, 10-7, a really defensive battle there. But Wagoner's another team that you were just talking about, all in all, moving up. Wagoner is another team that would compete in Class 5A. Now, this was a senior-heavy Wagoner football team, and yes. Wagoner, again, 5th state titles in 10 years. Coach Conley does a great job up there, but this Wagoner team would have competed well in Class 5A football.
Well, I told you after the Wagoner game, and we could say this because we had seen the two 5A teams, to nauseam over the last decade or two. I mean, because they happen to be in the same district as our Guthrie Blue Jays, obviously. But I told you, I think Wagoner had a better chance of beating Carl Albert than Bishop McGinnis. And for this club this year, I'm not saying over, the last, 5, 6, 7 years, but Wagoner would be, in my opinion, 1, 2, or 3 every year in 5A right now.
Yeah.
And really they would be 1 or 2 in my opinion. I mean, they're extremely good. And so, we've talked about this. I'm not so sure 4A football isn't better than 5A football.
Up and down.
With all due respect, up and down.
Across the board.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Across the board. I think 4A football's much more competitive than 5A football. I don't even think it's really that close.
Well,
so,
Wagoner, I'll say this, you mentioned
team.
them moving up to, and it'd be interesting to watch them playing the elite teams of 5A. I do know that they outscored going into the game last weekend their opponents 547 to, I believe, like 28, something like that. They played one close game on the year, and the rest of them. I think the Clinton game this last weekend was the 3rd closest game that Wagoner's played all year. I don't quote me on that, but I'm pretty sure that's at least close to accurate.
Yeah.
That goes to show you how dominant Wagoner is.
I think the closest game I do believe was a quarterfinal game against a very good total football team. Year in, year out, it's one of those 4A Blue Bloods, but Wagoner won that quarterfinal game 21-14 in that contest. Before
and they had another one fairly close, like week 3 maybe. Blanchard maybe? No.
I don't.
The only close game I remember was the playoff game. So
that just goes to show you how good they are, and I agree with you on your comments. My comment about Wagoner is, not only are they talented, not only are they fast, they also play fast. When you watch them, they play behind their pads as athletic as they are. Some teams look good and they have fast kids and athletic kids, but then when you actually see them after the play starts, they don't play fast. You know what I mean? And this Wagoner team, they are one of the fastest playing teams. They run to the ball faster than any team I've seen in a long time. They are just physical. They're fast, extremely well coached. They're confident, and they just were absolutely dominant this year.
Braden Drake, 32 carries, 247 yards, had 2 touchdowns, and Wagoner runs the ball. When they do throw it, they were okay. The Sawyer Jones, the starting quarterback, was 4-4 for 46 yards, had 2 touchdowns in the air as well. But Braden Drake put on a show.
They just don't have to.
Right. So congratulations to the Wagoner Bulldogs again, their 5th state championship in their school history.